Welcome into Factfinder Investigates. I'm Dylan Domain. First up, the City of Wichita sharing new details about a massive cyber attack and what exactly was lost. That May attack brought city systems offline for nearly a month, from the library all the way to the police. We've also learned that insurance will be covering most of that loss and no ransom was paid. City leaders sat down with Factfinder investigator Brandon Stitt to explain what information was breached during that cyber attack.
It is a constant battle.
A battle against cyber attacks. Last year, those attacks happening every 39 seconds, according to Cybersecurity Ventures. In May, Wichita City Hall fell victim. Chief Information Officer Mike Maida.
It was not a human event. It was through hardware.
It was that attack on hardware that crippled the city's network. All systems taken offline.
I can't tell you specifics around what they did to get in.
Regardless of how they got in, they did. The Russian hacker group Lockbit claiming credit. So what did they get?
Only our law enforcement data was impacted.
77,000 police cases were breached. Incident and arrest reports, along with the information on them, including names, date of births, and Social Security and driver's license numbers.
From all the forensics analysis, we don't know how much of that data got out.
But they do know no financial information, including saved credit or debit card data, was taken. As far as communicating with the hackers, the city did not.
We had not had any contact with them, did not pay a ransom.
Insurance is covering the majority of the cost of the attack. An outside consulting group is assisting in the recovery response.
At this point, it looks as if we'll have to pay our deductible, which is $250,000. We believe that the rest of it will be covered by our insurance company.
The city now focusing on a zero trust policy when it comes to their network and keeping data secure.
I can say we can protect it. I can never guarantee that we won't get attacked again.
Now, since that attack, all city systems are back online, and although the police data was breached, the city's investigation did not reveal how many or which records were stolen. Well, many of you reaching out to us about suspicious text messages coming from scammers posing as the Kansas Turnpike Authority. They feature this photo here, prompting you to jump on their website and pay a toll, but it's all fake. Factfinder reporter Cale Chapman spoke with a local internet security expert about how you can avoid scams like that one.
This week, Scott Roberts got a strange text saying he had an unpaid toll from the Turnpike.
I kind of looked at it, and it's like, says drive-ks.org, and I'm going, I don't think that's the right site.
According to the KTA, this is the latest scam sweeping through Kansas. If you go to the link listed in the photo, it'll take you to this website, which looks a lot like driveks.com, but it's not. And here's how you can tell. The URL on the scam website is actually drive-ks.org, a completely different link. The only button that works is the pay button. The drop-down menu is fake, and none of the links at the bottom of the page work. And internet security expert Bill Ramsey says there's more warning signs to be aware of.
They don't actually text you the link. It's a picture with the link. You have to go type it into a browser yourself. Well, they do that because if they send the link, the chances are it's not going to go through.
Ramsey says if you check the KTA's website, the whole scam falls apart.
They say right on their website that they will not send you text messages. So, you know, in this case, yeah, it's a dead giveaway.
In Wichita, Cale Chapman, 12 News.
It is important to know that the Turnpike says it will never send you an unsolicited text message, and if you get one of those scam texts, don't go on the link or respond to it. Another Factfinder alert over a scam. Scammers using the Wichita Police Department's phone number to steal your money. They call saying that you have an active warrant for missing a court date. They also say you'll have to make a payment or be arrested. They might also ask for your personal information, saying your Social Security number has been compromised. But police say don't fall for it because it is a scam.
Ever since the event, the unfortunate event that took place in Georgia, there have been numerous threats across the nation, and unfortunately they have also reached us locally.
Appalachia High School, that's in Georgia, is set to reopen next week. That's the school that's the site of the deadliest school shooting so far this year, with 4 killed by a 14-year-old student. School shootings are a fear all across the nation, and many Kansas districts have seen threats to their schools just in the last week. From Salina to Hayes to Junction City, many of those threats made on social media. Factfinder investigator Gabriela Hernandez hears from the Kansas Department of Education and one school district about what's being done to assure the safety of your loved ones.
In the past week alone, the state of Kansas has received at least 14 threats to its schools. Junction City Middle School is one of them.
Yesterday, probably only 50% of our student population attended.
That threat stemming from social media is said to have had listed names of students and staff from USD 475. Superintendent of Geary County Public Schools, Reginald Eggleston, says anytime a school has a potential threat, the district does not take it lightly.
Part of it is we have to know the day and time we live in. When you look at the news, you see different things occurring all across the nation. We cannot assume that we are exempt from those types of actions.
According to Education Week, as of this month, there have been at least 46 school shootings in the United States this year. Of those, at least 57 people were hurt or killed. The Kansas State Department of Education reminding you, with multiple threats towards Kansas schools, they do have a plan.
The first contact we make is to our KBI analysts. We work with them, especially if it's social media. They use their expertise there to be able to kind of track that back. If it's in person, we work with our local law enforcement out there.
USD 475 says this far they do not believe there was ever a credible threat of violence at any of their schools. But for some, keeping their students home until they're comfortable is the plan.
For some, we may not be able to satisfy them. They just may not be comfortable, and I respect that as well. But we're going to do the best thing we can to keep students and staff safe in all of our buildings.
In Junction City, Gabriela Hernandez, 12 News.
The student arrested for the threat toward Junction City Middle School has been charged with aggravated criminal threat, which is a level 5 felony. Their name has not been released. That investigation is ongoing with additional interviews being done in the coming days.
I know you're annoyed, and I'm annoyed too that you caused such a scene for something so silly.
I don't think standing up for your rights is silly.
An innocent passenger tries to refuse a bag search without a warrant. We'll look into your rights in the airport next on Factfinder Investigates.